wild and unbelievable stories here in Detroit.
This is one of them.
This is one of them. Imagine being told to pay child support for a kid that is not yours or go to jail. That was the order the state handed down to a Detroit man.
So today, he turned himself in, but here's what happened when 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell went with him to court.
Carnell Alexander walked into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice knowing in moments he could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and to pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his. A child he doesn't even know.
I haven't even had a chance to really speak to him except for one time when we took the DNA test.
Nonetheless, right now, under the law, he's a deadbeat dad. Today, he turned himself in to the judge as ordered.
Scared because I've been before this judge before.
But this time, he had attorney Cherika Harris, who volunteered to help after seeing his story on 7 Action News. The judge said he will not go to jail for today.
Thank you. Thank Ms. Harris. And hope that we can resolve this soon.
I'm just trying to help him with his future.
Though the threat of jail is on hold, it is not over. Carnell Alexander still owes more than $30,000 to the state for a child that's not his because the mom wrote his name down because she needed to name someone in order to get welfare benefits.
I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get the system.
Now,
I'm almost homeless. I'm almost in jail. I'm out of work. My money is being threatened to be taken.
Carnell isn't just worried about how this is impacting him. He says the law needs to be changed so when this happens, as it often does, other men don't become dad by default.
We can be defaulted into being a father of a child that is not ours. I don't understand that law, but it is a law in place.
In Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Yeah, you would think that mother would have to pay that money back instead of him, who's not the father's child.
Dog me, why you dog me? Dog, don't deal with you. Why you dog me? Dog, don't deal with you. Why you dog me? Dog, don't deal with you. Why you dog me?
Welcome to the Broccoli Ain't Green Show. I'm your co-host, Mr. Wonderful Will.
And I'm Tube Sock Spam.
Now, as you've seen this horrible clip we just showed you about how men get railroaded in these divorce courts. And what do you think, man? Do you think we get fucked over a lot?
Yeah, that was the ultimate screw over. $30,000 for a kid that's not yours.
I know. See, I'm currently paying child support, but my baby mother's, at least she's not like that, but I know how that brother feels. You paying for a child that is not yours, and you probably can't get into visitation, and this hood rat, she deceptively put his name on a child on a birth certificate. Fucked up, man.
Yeah, she got him, but they ought to go back and look because I'm pretty sure she probably spelled his name wrong.
Probably so. Hey, man, out there, you think this woman should be arrested for doing that? Because that's very deceiving. I don't care how bad you're struggling out there. I get it, but you don't have to take anyone else down when you didn't have to do that. Because the guy who you followed that child with you, it ain't pretty much it's garbage. And so you used a good man's name. Now, look what you're doing to him. But this just goes to show how these divorce courts, how these child supports out here doing these men out here. So
yeah, but I don't understand how in the world they let the debt get to $30,000 before, they made an issue and took it to court. Seems like they would have contacted him already and he could have nipped that in the bud, because ain't no way in the hell I would be paying $30,000 for a kid that ain't mine, and she admitted to it that she needed that to get the food stamps. No way in the hell.
But the thing is, he got a test result said it was 0.000 that he is not this child's father.
0 to the max.
And this man is $30,000 in debt of a child is not his. How in the world would these agencies will let it go this far? I don't care if it is the law, but there are certain things about laws that can be easily amended. That's especially under circumstances like this. This is kind of like a mistake was made, and this man was caught up in this. And it just shows these men out here, you have to be careful who you lay down with. First of all, you know these girls ain't worth of nothing. And you land up with them because you just got to have you some. You see what happens. Just like that woman on the, what's that movie, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate? That Martin character, his mother.
Yeah.
When she said, a night full of fun could cause you a lifetime full of disaster, something like that.
Mm-hmm. But hopefully, one thing I hope, she looked kind of hood radish. So hopefully, once the kid gets older, he'll be a basketball star or a rapper. He can get that $30,000 back. But it's gonna be at least 15, 20 years.
Well, how tall is this dude? Well, the dude,
I don't know. He looked like he might have been. He might get a point guard out of it.
Might how to be a point guard. Well, the man has some height, but sadly, he's not this child's father, so he doesn't inherit his height. So he might be a little shorter, probably about 5'5", 5'7". So pretty much, he's probably gonna be at the convenience store or something. I don't know, but that was wrong to say. I was just playing with the child, but that child had anything to do with that. He or she didn't ask to be born. But seriously, something like this needs to be amended fast right now because they're not doing anything to try to amend this. These whoever was in Detroit, so the state representatives in Detroit, they should instantly start to try to amend that law because this man right here is suffering for something he didn't do wrong. Now, like he said, he's in $30,000 debt. This man said he was homeless. He's almost homeless. He can't find a job. And you threaten to throw him in jail for something that's not his fault. What are y'all going to do about it?
That's like that old saying where they say, mama's baby, papa's maybe. But that ain't even papa's maybe because he was proven zero chance of being the father. Zero chance.
Zero.
But he got 100% chance of paying back that money. And then the messed up thing about it is if they don't change that law, he's still going to have to pay it, even though it's been proven that he's not the father. That's what's really screwed up.
So the men of Michigan, you might want to pay close attention to this because you need to be speaking out right now because you can have a woman that can get so pissed at you, have a child that's not yours, and put your name on that child's birth certificate. And guess what? The child support agency are coming for you. And that a damn thing you can do about it. So you shouldn't be sitting on your ass letting this go by or saying, well, it ain't my problem. It's all of you all problem. You need to do something. You need to call your local state representative and try to get them to change that law right now. Because if not, you're going to be just like him. So what are y'all going to do?
Yeah, but that's how they do in Michigan, man. I think Michigan has a lot of suckers in Michigan. They like paying money for kids that's not theirs. It's probably half the people in Michigan when they wake up or they need blood or something when they go get the transfusion and the blood type's not matching because they wasn't the pappy.
Yes, can you imagine you stand before this old white judge with the receding hairline, got the glasses on, got his glasses on the bridge of his nose, and talking to you like, now I know you ain't this child's pappy, but the law says you have to take care of this child. And I don't give a damn. You ain't the father. But that's what the law says. So if you don't pay this child support, you get yourself in the rear, your ass going to jail. That can happen. That really can happen to you. I know it sounds funny and silly, but it can really happen. You all have to get together, think collectively, and get this changed. But we'll see. Y'all can be back there chilling. It ain't gonna happen to me. I got mine. I wear rubbers. I do all this. Until you get that girl pregnant, and they'll take that one time to piss her off. Now she got all this kind of power over you, and you can't do anything about it. Yeah,
but the messed up thing too is for her to do that, and it seems like she hasn't been through anything yet. You know, they got her on TV It's like she'd almost bragging that she put it on there and got her food stamps. So far, she's already up. Ain't no telling on how many dollars worth of food stamps. So she got big in food stamps for a good while.
And I bet she ain't sharing any of it. She probably didn't share any of it with him.
Yeah.
This man say he's homeless. He got a place to stay. You could at least let that man stay with you. I bet you ain't feed that man. You didn't give a piece of pork chop or anything. You could have gave one of them little cheap ass, little barrel, them barrel soaps.
Some ramen noodles.
I don't know, man. They ain't sharing anything with this man.
Yeah, but
and you up there got your face blurred like a little damn coward and say, well, it ain't his baby, but I need my food stamps.
Stuck with $30,000. That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
That's a year's salary for someone.
Yeah, and so it had to build up because it's not like they charged him. The kid, I don't know how old the kid is. I didn't even really hear that, but $30,000. That stuff has been going on. She's been benefiting a long time. That's a long time. $30,000 worth of money,
but here's the problem I have with this. Okay, the people who've given this woman all these benefits, y'all not watching this. That's deception.
That's the taxpayers.
She's fraudulently deceived you all. She's getting food stamps and all kind of welfare illegally because it's been proven that this man's not this child's father, and she's getting money over this, and you all are not trying to investigate that and cut those funds off. She should be arrested. No one's saying anything.
She won't get arrested.
See,
at the most they'll do, they might excuse, the guy from paying, but they probably end up making him pay some. But they ain't gonna do nothing to her. That lady, she just gonna get whatever she got. If she has gotten any money, she'll probably be clear with that, and they might stop it. But they won't even pursue it any further. It's just gonna be a wrap. The dude is gonna be the one getting stuck.
Just imagine
over with no Vaseline.
No Vaseline. Just imagine if you done a woman like that. You put her name on your child's birth certificate. Yeah. You start getting food stamps, wig, Section 8, living the ghetto luxury life, and they found out you lied and deceived them. You would be on TV being arrested in handcuffs, saying you the biggest piece of shit. You should be ashamed of yourself for scamming the system for people who actually really need it. They'll look at you like that.
Yeah, but she was able. She played him for a while. That's why I'm just surprised that it took this long, $30,000 worth, before he went to court. It seems like, they would have hit him up, $5,000-$10,000 when he was, in arrears. It seemed like they would have hit him up then or whatever, but it's got to the $30,000 point, which the dude is not going to catch up. He already said he can't find a job. He was about homeless.
I'm pretty sure he got a license taken from him and everything.
Yeah, he probably had his license taken and all kind of stuff, and so you can't drive to go to a job, all because some skank done lied on you, But then they got her on when she was on TV and gonna blur her face out. I'm like, the lady, if she did it, don't blur her face out. Let her see who she is.
Show yourself.
Yeah. So the next dude won't get caught by a skank skeezer.
So if I were this brother, you need to go ahead and put a post. If you have a Facebook account, go ahead and post this lady picture out here. Said, beware. This what this lady did to me. Do not hook up with her.
I wonder if he even hit it though. They didn't say if they had a relationship, but it'd be extra bad.
Well, I'm pretty sure he did hit it because he probably would have said, I didn't even have sex with this woman.
Yeah, but they didn't. All they just said, she just said she put in. He could have been at the time a dude that was doing well, on his feet, looking, doing everything, getting good money and all that. And because how she just did it, just put it on there. She put his name on the birth certificate just to get the benefit. She probably thought he would never find out. Mm-hmm. And so the dude might have, if he never hit it, she owe him $30,000 worth of booty. I think so.
See, this happened to me.
$30,000 worth of booty, man.
This was kind of similar. It's a similar thing that almost happened to me in college, but except I didn't never got hit with a child support. But it's a girl like I'll dip with back then. And then we had stopped kicking it like that. And then she became pregnant. And then she started spreading this rumor around about me, saying that I'm the father of her child. And then my friend at that time, my roommate, informed me of that. Said, "Hey, you may probably talk to her. She's saying you this baby father." And so I confronted her. And then she said, "No, it's not yours. It's another guy." I said, "Why did you do that?" "Because you're a good guy. I know you probably would do the right thing, but I wish it was your child." I said, "Okay. Well, just confirm it ain't my child, right?" I said, "Yeah." But being that in a position like that, knowing that somebody can accuse you of something like that.
Well, wonder if it will. I was looking at that video. It did kind of look like you.
Yeah, right.
Was that you?
All right.
We done did a video. We done did a video talking about you.
Yeah, right. It ain't mine.
That's gonna be the next episode. We're gonna do like the saga.
Yeah, shit.
Paying back $30,000. Be like, man, okay. I'll tell you what. I can give y'all $5 a month for the next $1 million, next 1,000,000 years, and you can get that money that way. Other than that, I ain't got no $30,000.
Well, I tell you what, we just use your wheelbarrow checks you be getting for your job. You make all that money you claim you make.
Yeah, I wish I did get money. I stay in abandoned buildings. I don't know what you talking about.
Shoot, I spend on the damn abandoned car. But anyway, for y'all folks, but seriously, take a look at this. Obviously, you know this wrong. This man is put in a position where he now might be facing jail time. And you see his appearance, you see the way he's tall. He seems like he's a good guy. He's well spoken, well dressed, well groomed. He's no hood booger. And now his life is on the line over a lie. Over a lie. That is just some of the most injustice crap I've ever seen. But I would hope the state representatives would change this law fast. And we hope you all get it together. We'd like to say thank you again for listening to the Broccoli Ain't Green Show. Once again, I'm your host, Mr. Wonderful Will.
And you got Tube Sock Spam, the return.
Tune in for the next show. Will be episode 2. Peace.